Steph Curry, career high of 62 points.
Yeah.
He actually posted that meme, the Jordan meme, and I took that personally.
Oh, the iPad one, yeah.
Because people were saying that, he's overrated, everything else like that. 62 points, career high. Stephen A. Smith said that Steph Curry is the greatest shooter man has ever seen. Agree or disagree?
Oh, agree. Like, nobody shoots better than Steph. People emulate it. People shoot as well in spurts. But in terms of just the innovation that he brought to the game in terms of shot selection and shot depth, and not only the accuracy, but the confidence, that confidence was contagious, the osmosis effect, not only in his team, not only with his coach, but around the entire league. Like, it made, I think Shaquille O'Neal talked about how now looking at his sons and how he looked at the game, he was like, you got to back on out. When I played, stay down there in the paint, bang, bang, bang. But what's his son, like 6'10 or 6'11? He out there shooting threes too. And we see it left and right. And I think that's the Steph Curry effect. Steph's been slighted for the obvious reasons. This world loves a ready-made star. This world loves someone who hits the ground running. This world is not a big fan of late bloomers. They could say they love a Rocky story, but they love somebody who's the Goliath even better, And Steph comes from Davidson and shooting the lights out, and people are like, oh, that's cute. Then he gets to the league. Let's see how that's going to work. Oh, damn, his ankle's bad. Oh, damn, he can't stay healthy. You know what, whatever. We already have written him off, or at least written down who we think he is. And then he exceeds that every single year. To the point where
except
even this year.
Except for last year.
Well, last year, I mean,
except for last year.
My neck and my back, like everything broke, right? But the crazy thing is now he is like almost in terms of his career and perception, it seems like he's digging out of a hole versus just give him his flowers right now. The dude's the greatest shooter ever, and it's not even a conversation. It's just because of, I think, that slow start or that those issues and injuries that people didn't give him his props. And they never will fully.
I feel you. I think he's phenomenal. And being from the Bay,
Oh, you all in.
Come on.
You all in. I feel you.
Kobe Bryant died earlier this year. Vanessa Bryant has really gone through a tragedy that I think most people can't even comprehend.
Yeah.
And most recently, her own mother is suing her. What do you think of that?
What I think of it. I love coming on Vlad because you just got to remember that anything that happened in this world, including 1862, is going to come up.
1862, a flag burning at that.
When I hear that, the turmoil in a family, how it can be divided for so many different reasons, it's really disturbing. And it's also eerily similar to what Kobe went through with his own mom and dad, which is weird. Like, the attraction, the law of attraction at work in terms of she's now going through these issues and he's gone. And when he was here, he had to go through those issues. And in part, it was just because of them having that union. That's what I think about at first. The details of that, man, you read the top layer because nobody's on the call when they FaceTiming for 4 hours just going at it. But you read the top layer of that and you just like shake your head, man. It's like, what is the glue of a family if love can't smooth this one over? Like, what glued y'all together? Was it really just the fame? Was it just the money? Was it just the notoriety? Like, it's hella sad. But anybody who's had money always wants to quote Biggie and Puff and talk about more money, more problems, and which is wrong. It's not more money, more problems. It's more money, more people who gonna love you, which is gonna bring more problems. At least they act like they love you until it all shakes up and changes around.
Oh yeah, man. Family and money, it's never a good idea.
Don't do that.
You're
an absolutist.
Never.
Hold on. So it's better to go into business with a stranger. It's better to be with somebody that you don't know as well.
It's better not to have no partners at all, like me. Fuck all that. I don't need to go into business with family, friends, partners.
I'd rather go into business with my family because they're going to get the rawest of pure dope in communication. Like strangers, I would give it to you the same way as I give it to my family, but I'm going to go to the extra layer, to the extra level with my family because guess what? we're supposed to be secure no matter how this plays out.
Mhm.
But most people don't look at family like that. They're like, I got to take care of your feelings. If you my cousin, I'm going to give it to you like hell. Bro, you tripping. You messing up. You fucked up. Like a stranger, you're trying to protect their feelings, I would think, more than you.
I feel you. I mean, Kobe reportedly was supposed to be leaving Nike to start his own Mamba sneaker brand before he passed away.
Leaving Nike or having a subdivision
No,
within
leaving
Oh.
Nike. I mean, he already had a subdivision.
He ain't have it like Jordan brand. Like Mamba.
Sort of.
He had his shoes,
Sort
signature,
of.
blah, blah, blah. But I
It
don't
still
know.
had the Nike logo. It didn't just have Mamba. I see what you're saying with this, but
Just like now, Steph Curry has that with Under Armour, like a subdivision.
yeah.
Like that's a little different than having my signature.
Yeah, no, he was actually talking about having his own brand.
Oh, there.
Now,
he
that
could've.
was a very uphill battle, but if anyone could do it, Kobe probably could have done it.
Oh yeah, his brand was grand in terms of all the different people it touched. In terms of
Yeah.
you got the killers out there who just tongue hanging and just I'm about to just bang on you, real ballers. Then you got the people who were like what was he? Dad to the daughters. What was the daughter? Dad, daughter?
Girl dad.
Girl dad. Okay, hashtag girl dad. I didn't know. I got boys and girls. He touched the spectrum. Like that wide of a spectrum is going to be able to sell to so many. Kind of how Steph Curry did it in a different way. Kobe did it as the killer Mamba. And Steph Curry did it kind of as the boy next door who could just shoot from the backyard to everywhere else. And they both have these huge brands from different places.
Yeah, but if you really think about it, who has ever had an independent sportswear brand, regardless of celebrity? Remember Shaq? I almost think Shaq was the closest one to do it.
Yeah,
because his sneakers may not have been the coolest sneakers on the block, but he made a lot of money.
Yeah, Marbury supposedly is killing it in China.
Yeah, the Starberries. But
Yeah.
then, the whole thing of cheap sneakers, although in theory was a great idea, it really turned into you got them cheap ass Starberries on. Like
You're looking at it as a consumer or the homie in high school in class.
well, but that's
Marbury looking at it like, yo, I'm killing it over here.
in
supposedly.
China, but he never killed it in the US.
No.
In the US, it kind of started and then just kind of,
Yeah.
ran out of money relatively quickly. No one's really pulled this off, man.
It's a slick game, man. Like, how it is. It's almost like media. It's tough to become Vlad, which is like the independent route winners, 6 major media companies controlling 6,000 different networks. And you're like, how do I get in? But there are people like you getting in.
Yeah,
I think
it was a lot easier to become a Vlad TV than to become a Nike.
yes.
And you also think about Nike's been around for 40, 50 years?
A minute. People don't remember when Nike was like 5th place in terms of
Yeah,
putting them on.
Nike was
I do.
Blue Ribbon Sports.
Yeah.
They used to be manufactured by A6 Tiger.
Mm.
I read Phil Knight's book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same here.
for a long time, they were broke.
How about when they were just like stuck in track world and trying to get out of that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah. The whole waffle,
Mhm.
the coach, from what was it, Oregon?
Oregon. Yeah, Eugene.
He basically poured rubber into a waffle iron and
Yeah.
stuck it on a sneaker, and there you go.
It's a story of perseverance, man. And then a story of dominance to the point where you could spin off. What does Jordan get? $100 million royalty check before he even starts to sell his shoes and their shoes? Like, that's how it rolls.
Right, and if you and I are old enough to remember, I mean, I'm not going to say if it wasn't for Jordan, Nike wouldn't have popped off, because I think what happened with Nike was the air bubble.
What's
When
the
the
air
air,
bubble?
remember
On the
they
shoe?
had the shoe with the air bubble on the
Man,
side?
stop. You're going to compare air bubble to Jordan's impact?
Well, but no, but that was the first thing before the Jordans
Yeah.
was the air bubble, and that's what really put him over the top. But then Jordan came out, and he incorporated the air bubble.
I don't know. I saw some documentary. I don't know the name of it. I don't know if you saw it. They just documented Nike and Jordan, that integration and the cultural impact and stuff. It's impossible to rival what happened.
With Jordan,
the
I mean,
stars
Jordan
collide.
became the biggest player in sports, period.
Yeah.
And remember the Jordan 1 wasn't that hot. It was a standard looking high top sneaker. Jordan 2 was kind of weird.
But Jordan 1 had the colors. Like the documentary went into it. Basically, no shoes had like the team colors and like tri-colors. They were all like blop, blop, like black and white, and Jordan was like black, red, white, and then switched them up. And then the NBA was finding them. So they became like the shoes of the Renegades and, the culture, it's crazy. All the stars collided and aligned at the same time for that impact.
I feel you.